Hello, hello, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Minecraft Bedrock Beta Preview 1.19.60, and we'll be looking at these brand new bamboo blocks, and we'll be looking at the chiseled bookshelves and the new mob head functionality, and of course this new mob head here, which I just dropped instead of putting on my head. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be looking at here is the new bamboo blocks. We have this bamboo block, we have the bamboo planks over here, but these are called the bamboo block. I know that lots of us are going to wind up calling them the bamboo logs because they're with the logs in the creative menu. These new blocks are made with 9 bamboo, and they come out green when you first make them, but there's this cool thing that you can do. You can actually strip them like you would a log to turn them into the colors of the planks, which means that you can actually have the planks going one way, and since these logs are directional, you can actually make these mosaic blocks, but bigger, which is interesting, and definitely going to make some fun ceilings and floors with that. So now the bamboo planks are going to be made out of these bamboo blocks. 4 of them will make 2 planks, which seems a bit like a false economy, I think, unless I got that wrong and it's 1 log, or one of these blocks makes 2. But it's not the same as logs. So we got these. This one was stripped. And then we got the planks, which came out a few weeks ago, if you have been on the preview. And we have the mosaic blocks. We have these new fence posts. I really like this new fence, even this little holes at the top, really like that. Fence gates. I love this fence door, or not this fence door, this bamboo door. It looks like really fancy, and I really love the trapdoor. It looks like wicker, so you can make some fun furniture with that. And then we have the bamboo hanging sign. Actually, we have all the hanging signs here that I just wanted to show off a little bit. The way that they can be placed on the sides of blocks with their little support stick there and hang underneath. They can also be hung under fence posts, so that's fun. They also changed the color and texture of the scaffolding to better match the new bamboo blocks, which is good. Definitely want to keep consistent with that. So I used all of these blocks over here in a little build. When I first built this house, these new bamboo logs weren't out, so I used these blocks, these stripped oak logs. But I replaced them for this video when this finally came out. This is the other way that you can actually hang the signs, so I really like that. It'll be really good for decoration, not just signs. So I used these as the supports. I left them the green color. As you can see, they are slightly less green than the growing bamboo, which makes sense because they've been cut down. I used the mosaic stairs here for a nice set of stairs. I actually did the same on the roof. I used them on the corners to kind of help things be a bit more eye-catching up here, so that looks good. We can go into the house, and I just decorated it a little bit in here. I used the new bamboo not trapdoors, pressure plates. Love those, they look real nice. Just made a kind of clock there. These trapdoors also make really nice windows, like ornate windows, because you could almost say that they're made of brass. In another, if you didn't have them by the bamboo blocks. And this is what I was talking about here. You can actually use the bamboo trapdoor to make like a wicker chair if you mix it with the scaffolding. So that's nice. And I used some of the new chiseled bookshelves in here. I just wanted to make it look nice and fun, just to see the potential that it has for being built. And we come out here, and I used some of the bamboo fences and more of the bamboo blocks there. I really like how the green complements the more brownish, yellowish tone of the more dried out, unscraped stuff. Uh, got those little edges there on the edge of the logs. It's actually kind of funny because you use 9 bamboo to make the bamboo block, but you wind up with a 4x4 grid, which is 12. So that's fun. I think it's 12. I'm very bad at mental math. These blocks also go really well with the new mud blocks and the mud bricks that we got in the last update. So that looks all fancy. And yeah, I used the acacia hanging signs and oak hanging signs here, just as kind of like a nice little edging on it. Makes it look fancy. Just little details that you can use these things for. So just giving you a couple ideas for that. And now we'll move on to the brand new the mob head changes that we got. Alright, so now let's look at the new mob head functionality. And as you can see, what I'm wearing right now is the brand new piglin head that you can now get. Of course, you're going to need a charged creeper to get this, and you're going to have to bring a charged creeper into the nether because piglins don't survive in the overworld for very long. They become zombified. But if you walk around with them on, you can actually see the ears move around, much like the dragon head's mouth. It even works with redstone, so that's interesting. Love that. It's kind of cute. So we have all the heads here represented, including the new piglin head. I left out the Steve head because, one, there's no way to get it in survival as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure that there's no way to get it. So I left it out, and it also doesn't make any sounds with these new note block interface kind of thing. So usually when you put a block on top of a note block and you hit it, it doesn't make any noises. But with these, you can put the heads on top, and then they will make the sound of the mob head that is above them. So we got the zombie, creeper. That one's going to be fun for scaring your friends. Skeleton. Some of them have slightly different sounds. They don't always play the same sound at the always, so that's good. The dragon. You might want to pull your headphone out for this one. Yeah, that's way too loud. And then we got the piglin, which sounds a lot like me when I have the hiccups. So that is the new functionality. So I know lots of people in the new update are definitely going to be setting up some mob head farms. Going to need a channeling trident, get your hands on a creeper farm, build a creeper farm. So good luck with that. I know how tricky that can be. Moving on, we have the new bookshelves and spawn eggs. So first we're going to look at the bookshelves. Let's see. These bookshelves, the chiseled bookshelves is what they're called, they will hold any kind of book that you put on them. They haven't added in the control and ability to place the books where you want on the shelf. They still only go in order. So that should be coming soon, and when that update comes, I'll probably show this off again. And of course, you can add a comparator to it, like I did back here, and you can make secret doors. I know everyone's super excited about that. So if I put 2 books in there, this one opens up. If you want to build this one yourself, it's very simple. You just use the comparator here, and then however many books you want, you put those into the shelf, It'll show you how strong the signal is, and at the end of that you put your repeater to strengthen it, and then if you want your pistons to be straight out, you're going to want to do this here. I can't remember what this is called, to reverse the redstone power. But yeah, and then when you want it to close, you take those out. Oops. There we go. Now I have a lot of books. All right. Now, another thing that they've added in is that you can now use hoppers with the bookshelves. So you can just throw a book in there, and it will load them up into the shelf. And if you want to get rid of them, you unpower this hopper right there, and it pulls them down into that hopper. One thing that I saw in the Java release for this is that droppers worked in inputting books, but it doesn't seem to work on Bedrock yet, if it ever will, or possibly it could have been a dispenser that might have done it, but typically it's the droppers that do that. So definitely gonna have fun with these. The decoration, like the decoration potential alone, is already fantastic, but when you add in the redstone, it's gonna be super fun. I plan to build a giant library in the future. Now we're gonna go on to the new spawn eggs and mob changes. So, sure that many of you have seen an allay before from the last update. Love them. They're very cute and kind of handy to have around. As you can see, they have like smaller bodies, larger wings, big head, and they've changed the vex to match that, which definitely means that there is some matching lore for that. And he just disappeared. How about we do that? Actually, that won't work because it's too bright. But yeah, now they just look like a very angry version of the allay with a sword. And they still do the same amount of damage, and they're still just as much of a pain as they were before. Possibly more because their bodies are slightly smaller. I'm pretty sure their hitbox is the same, but yeah, those things are a pain. But they do look really nice, so that's fun. They did also add new spawn eggs for other mobs that didn't have them before. So we have an iron golem egg here, and we have a snow golem. So no more in your creative worlds do you need to build all of your iron golems and snow golems. You can just spawn them in like that. Ah, that works because they can spawn in any light. Snow golems. Those are fun. And then we have these two over here, which I am not even going to pick up because if I accidentally click it on the ground, they will destroy this world completely. So now you can get a wither spawn egg and an ender dragon spawn egg. When I was looking it up on the changelog, they actually, excuse me, sir. They actually explained that you can only get them through console commands or just in the command line, but these are actually in the they're actually in the creative inventory. For some reason, actually, they're in the items category, and they're at the bottom with the redstone instead of being in the list with the other mob eggs. So I don't know if that's a bug or something like that. It's bugging me. So I'm not sure if that's the case. Oh, they're all going after that vex. Nice. So, yes, that's exciting. Having the Ender Dragon, just so much easier to bring it in. Oh, were those two attacking each other? Oh, anyway, I'm getting distracted. So it's going to be exciting being able to summon the dragon a lot easier in the overworld if you're doing some kind of creative world. Just remember that they do destroy most blocks when they fly through them, and they will leave giant caves and craters in your world, on par with the Wither, which I'm also not going to spawn in. Excuse me, sir. So that's that's all. That's pretty much all that was put into this new update. There's a couple other things, couple other bug fixes. One of the bigger ones is villagers will no longer try to light off their celebration fireworks indoors, which is good, so you don't lose all your villagers after saving them. So that's helpful. And I'm going to put a link down in the description with the complete update log, and if you want to go see some of the others, some of the other small stuff down there, you can go check that out. So I hope to see you in the next episode of Subterranea, or for whatever next update video I do. I hope that you'll like and subscribe, and um, leave a comment if you liked the video or if you didn't. And I'll see you next time. Bye.